Welcome back to Universal Wrestling Reviews. That is right, my name is Graham Burley. This is the NXT 20th of September 2022 review. Let's do this. Let's go. It's time to talk about NXT. And we kick off the show with HBK in an office with Mello, who is money. He got screwed, man, last week, and rightfully so. Shawn Michaels is there with Solo Sikoa, the man who is holding the NXT North American Championship. Took it to SmackDown, defended it on SmackDown, had it over his shoulder at the press conference for Crown Jewel. And that was the only reason. That was the only reason the geezer actually won the belt now. Was for that visual, that picture, to have all the bloodline draped in gold, holding titles, holding belts. We know they're the greatest faction of all time. We know they're the greatest family of all time in professional wrestling. But was it really worth Mello dropping that belt? And now look, Mello's losing to Andre Chase and Chase U on this show. Are you joking? When are they going to put some respect on his name? Mello is money. It's time. It is time you started putting some respect on his name. How's he losing to Andre Chase and Chase U? They're a joke team, a joke faction nobody cares about. Mello is the star, and you're treating him like this. That's a joke, man. That's one thing that pissed me off about this show tonight. There was a couple of things. Let's talk about the women's division. Whilst Toxic Attraction are nice to watch come into the ring, their entrance is fire. They look great. But once that bell goes ding, 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 it's over. It's done. They are unwatchable. They are awful. They are dreadful. This whole women's division in NXT sucks balls, and not in a good way. Dreadful. None of them are anywhere near ready to be moving up. The only one I've seen is Sakamura, who's half decent, and she's just a legend, man. I don't know why she's even in NXT. I know she wasn't on this show this week, but she should be the feature attraction of this whole roster. But she's not. She's not on the show tonight. She needs to be on the main roster already. Like doing the Japanese women proud and not having a joke like Oscar up there dancing around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could actually take her seriously. But the rest of this roster sucks balls. If you're going on tonight, if you were this was the first time you're watching NXT, the fourth edition of NXT now. We've had the reality show, we've had the black and gold, we've had the 2.0, and now we've got this one. The mixture of a bit of everything. And I've lost where I am now. Yeah. Meiko Sakamura. The women's division is terrible. Terrible. Absolutely awful. And it was proven tonight on this show. It's the worst it's ever been. And they've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do to get it better. Luckily, they're all in the right place. Toxic Attraction suck balls. The team they were facing was dreadful. That match was the worst on this show. The opening match on this show was it Axiom and Nathan Fraser. I don't know much about Axiom, but Geezer looks great. Nathan Fraser, very, very talented, trained by Seth Rollins, I do believe, British lad. We had a lot of Brits and Irish people on the show. NXT UK is taking over. And yeah, they did it tonight, man. Nathan Fraser out the gate, 1, 2, 3, getting that win. A great match, great opening match, man. And this is the rematch. So it's 1-1 now. It's got to be a rubber match now, isn't it? It's got to happen. And if anything, somehow, that match could be better than the first two. It's possible. It's possible. But we move anyway. Like I said, Toxic Attraction and Ivy Nile and all that. That was just dreadful. Dreadful match. Other women's match. Wendy Chu, are you having a fucking laugh? Are you serious? What the hell, man? What the hell? Cora Jade, Lash Legend, they all suck. They need a lot of work. Speaking about Brits on the show, this Schism. Weird faction, weird name, but the people in the faction are very talented. Joe Gacy's a good talker. We know if you followed them on the UK scene and you haven't, if you didn't know that Zach Gibson and James Drake are now going by Rip Fowler and what's the other one? Jagger Reed. What the hell, man? Where are they getting these names? Where are they pulling these names out of? My God, these are some of the shittest names I've ever heard. Who is coming up with them? I'd love to sit down and find that out. You know what I mean? Jagger Reed. Martin Rip Fowler. Do you know what I'm saying? Long lost brother of the Fowler clan, Pauline and Arthur Fowler. Do you know what I'm saying? Rip Fowler. Jesus Christ. The Fowler family bigging it up strong in NXT. My goodness. And Jagger Reed. Mick Jagger. Isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just where they get these names from. But anyway, the faction, they look creepy as fuck. Good talkers. We know Gibson and Drake, or Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed, whatever you want to call them. They are a decent team. They are very talented. If you follow them here in the UK, you know this. You know how good they are. And they showed it in this match. Malik Blake, one of the guys they were facing, how the hell is he wearing a sweater vest while wrestling? I do not know. But it was a very good tag match, and I don't know what they're calling themselves, Schism or whatever they've called themselves. Yeah, they're a decent team. They're very good, and they could be a force to be reckoned with in NXT. Looking forward to seeing where they take this and where this goes in the future. But we move anyway. We move on with the show because there's more Brits on this show. There is a lot more to come. There's a qualifier match for this ladder match. They're having a ladder match at Halloween Havoc now for the North American title. Now it's been vacated, and like I'm not too happy about it, to be honest. We've seen so many multi-man ladder matches. I mean, isn't it enough with Money in the Bank? That's just gone. We've got to see more of them. I mean, AEW have one every other fucking week. Impact Wrestling love a ladder match, and now we've got these. You know, like enough is enough. I've seen too many multi-man ladder matches. Let's be more creative, guys. Let's do something outside the box. Let's do something different for once. Oh, no, it's going to be good, I suppose. But we had a qualifying match, and it's Grayson Waller against Oreo Mensah. And Oreo gets the win. It was Oreo Mensah. But, yeah, I'm going with Oreo. Good match. Good, decent match. Ruined by Apollo Crews, who's just gone backwards in time to his old gimmick. He's left the Nigerian dogging thing on SmackDown. That's just in the past now. Whatever that was that time. Let's just forget about that. Scrap that. Men in Black, that shit. And let's just go back to NXT and go back to your boring old gimmick that you had before. Yeah, but he's back in NXT. And to be honest with you, it's best place for him. He wasn't being featured at all on the main roster, and he never was going to. So hopefully NXT might learn and grow there and evolve there into something new. Who knows? But Grayson Waller ain't going to be in a ladder match. I was kind of disappointed because the last time he was in a ladder match, he kind of impressed me, even though he broke his arm. As for Oro Mensah, I don't know much about the geezer. He's from Ghana, supposedly. That's supposed to be the big thing. He's from Ghana. Like, who gives a fuck where he's from? Decent in the ring. Yeah, let's see what he can do. He ain't winning the title. Surely not. It's got to go back on Mello. But there's a few other people down the road. Looks like Wesley is going to be like looking to get in there. Tony D. Come on, Tony D. You know you want him in that match. It's got to happen. Or is it going to be Wesley? I think they're fighting each other next week. Anyway, time to talk about that main event. And you ain't seeing. Let's get it right. I'm going to say this with chest. You ain't seeing a better match than the main event on this show this week. Ain't happening. It is not happening, and that is a fact. You are not seeing a better match than Tyler Bate versus JD McDonald's. Right, it's McDonough, but I'm going with McDonald's. Sounds better. JD McDonald's, formerly known as Jordan Devlin. If you didn't know, now you know. Very, very good. This is professional wrestling. And if you've seen them in the UK or Ireland scene of professional wrestling, you know how good these two are. NXT UK boys coming over, taking over. Like I said, NXT UK has taken over. They've shut the doors of NXT UK. And to be honest with you, half of the roster, yeah, we knew they weren't good enough. But Trips and HBK have cherry picked the ones they know that are talented, dragged them over here. I've dragged them over to America. Sorry, not over here. I'm not in America. I'm in the UK. They've dragged them from over here to America. And yeah, awesome match. Just proving why there is so much talent here in the UK. And they're in the right place. They're in the best place now, really. JD McDonald's wins the match with a phenomenal finisher, but the match itself was just pure class. It was a master class of professional wrestling. You ain't seeing anything better this week. AEW ain't beating that. It's going to be something fucking special to beat that. And I can't see it happening. Yeah, we've got a title match with Danielson and Moxley. But I'm sorry. I don't think that's going to beat it. This was fucking good. And then. Do you know what I'm saying? Dude, where's my car? And then he has arrived. The UNBESIEGBAR. Ilya Dragunov is in the house. He is in NXT. He has arrived. And the title scene just spiced up. It got spicy. Vindaloo. Do you know what I'm saying? Spicy. Here he comes. It is time. I can't wait. I know you can't wait to see Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov. It's going to happen. It might not be happening at Halloween Havoc. We know JD McDonald's wins the match. He gets the title shot at Halloween Havoc. That'll be decent. That'll be good. But we know the next in line is Ilya Dragunov. Can't wait. NXT is heating up. Goodbye 2.0. Hello NXT. Yes, they've still got all the unicorn vomit on the background scene, but it's looking good. Looking very good. Can't wait to see more. Yes, the women's division sucks. Tag teams looking strong, I do believe. Other than that, though, the main event picture is looking strong. You've got Braun Breaker there. You've got Dragunov. You've got a few other decent characters. It's looking good. There's a lot of UK guys there. You saw Gallus. They're looking strong. They're in a pub brawl next week with Briggs and Jensen. That should be pretty decent. It's looking good. Can't wait for Halloween Havoc. That should be entertaining. If you have watched, thank you very much. Smash that like button again. Smash that subscribe button. You can follow us on Twitter at UWR Reviews. You can find us at universalwrestlingreviews.wordpress.com. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay lucky, and I will see you very, very soon.